Hi. Hey, my family has often gotten gifts of boxes of tea bags. And people in the family don't drink much tea, so a lot of it has gone unused. Some of it sat in the cupboard for 20, 30 years. And I wanted to start using it up. And I don't particularly like tea, it's kind of watery. Um, I like it okay, but I prefer milk, so I was thinking, what could I do to consume this tea in milk? So here's the solution I came up with. So this is some fresh milk. Um, I should say this milk happens to be a little thick with, well, it's fresh milk, but also I get lemons that I squeeze and put them in this milk, and sugar. I put the lemon juice and sugar. Oh, I like the taste, and it gives me vitamin C to hopefully not get a cold. But that's a topic for another video. That's why you see this up here. The lemon juice slightly breaks the milk apart, and you get that. But anyway, so here's a tea bag, and I'm going to open it and take out this tea bag. And what I'm going to do is pull it out. So now you've got your tea bag. I'm going to shake down the tea, and I'm going to get a funnel. I'm going to tear open the tea bag. So now I have that, and basically I'm going to dump those tea leaves into the funnel and down into the milk. Some will catch on the funnel, but most go into the milk. Oh, come on, camera. Camera's flaking on me. Okay, and I'm going to do that a second time. So this is a different tea. We have we started out with 8 or 10 varieties. I've used up quite a bit this way. So it's the same deal. Shake it down because I want to tear it open at the top, and I don't want to waste the leaves. And open it and dump it in. These are you can kind of unfold these and get a little more out. So, okay. So, that's kind of the gist of it. The leaves are now down in the milk. Now, this milk is sort of a little thicker than milk usually is. This is fat-free milk, which would be your thinnest milk, skim milk. I can smell, you can kind of see the leaves there at the top. I don't know, if this were regular milk, which I am often drinking too, and I haven't put lemon juice in. It just happens whether there's lemons available. The tea leaves generally would sink to the bottom. And, well, what I've done lately is every time I take a swig, I shake it first. And the leaves tend to sort of get shaken up in the milk, and when I drink it, those leaves are small enough they just flow down my throat with the milk. I don't end up chewing on them. But if at the bottom there's leaves, I can end up chewing on some. And really, there's nothing wrong with it. They weren't sold as food to be chewed on. They were sold in tea bags to release their essence into boiling water, but you would throw the leaves away with the tea bag. But they are vegetable matter. They're not poisonous. Generally, leaves can be eaten if they are not poisonous. And they're fine. They soften somewhat in the milk. They're sort of like a veggie pulp. So that all solves it for me. That gets the tea consumed in, but I get the pleasure of milk. Other solutions would be to just brew the tea as normal and then just dump the tea in the milk and discard the tea bags like normal. But your milk will be a little more watery then. Or you could brew the tea like normal and dump it in that fresh milk, but add some powdered milk, which will sort of balance out the wateriness of the tea. Because the powdered milk will dissolve in the whole concoction and kind of make the whole concoction a little milkier. And that will include making that tea water more milky. If those don't immediately be apparent to you what I mean, I apologize. Really, those are subjects for possibly another video. But my main emphasis here is to show you the tea bag solution, the actual solution that involves actually not discarding the tea leaves. It makes it taste good. It adds a little taste to the milk, which is okay. If it wasn't there, I wouldn't particularly miss it, but I enjoy it. If I get some at the bottom to chew on, I enjoy the texture. I enjoy chewing on kind of pulpy things. Not like all the time, but here and there is fine. If I'm chewing the tea leaves and I get tired of chewing, I just spit them back into the milk, put my mouth at the nozzle, let them soften some more down there, and maybe I'll chew them again later. If I get to the bottom and there's a bunch of tea leaves and maybe I'm not ready to chew them all, I can take that funnel and add more milk from another milk container and keep drinking milk out of the first container until I'm kind of ready to eat those tea leaves, or I can transfer it all to a new milk container, except I have to drink a little milk from the new container to make room. That all sounds complex, maybe. Anyway, it's kind of fun to play with milk and putting stuff in milk. I put all kinds of things in milk. Everything from vegetables to cookies to hamburgers to spaghetti to ramen to mustard to horseradish to soda pop. With soda pop, if I put it in there, I sometimes will add some powdered milk, because soda pop is watery, and it just makes the whole, it can seem a little, well, soda pop's kind of watery relative to milk, so adding a little powdered milk can be okay. But it's fun. It's actually okay, without it. I could just add some Coca-Cola to some milk, and that will be fine without any powdered milk. And I could add tea to milk without powdered milk. and that'd be fine. So it's fun. Yeah, when I mentioned the Coke, I should say a lot of those foods I end up with because people give them to me, or no one else in the family wants to eat them or drink them. Somehow I sometimes end up with soda pop. I generally don't actually pay money for any food but milk, but I still somehow get quite a bit of other foods. And sometimes I'll eat them by themselves, but sometimes stick them in the milk. Also, I should mention, if I forgot to say anything in this video, I'll put it under the video probably, but I found some of these ideas are pretty visual. I'll try to put it under the video in words and see what happens. Also, if you like my videos, I think if you subscribe and I get more subscribers, YouTube will auto show my videos in a better focus. I have noticed that the larger channels with big numbers of subscribers tend to get auto shown in a better focus than the smaller creators. And I should say, I think when those tiny tea bits, if they do flow down my throat, as far as I know, the digestive system takes care of them. I think if something's big enough that it might be hard for your digestive system to handle, it's also big enough that you're going to chew it before you swallow it. But my feeling is that these are tiny enough that, well, it's almost like they've already been chewed and you broke them up into tiny bits. But anyway, they're tiny enough that, oh, your system will handle them. I guess your system extracts some nutrients and discards what it can't use, and it comes out in your poop. So I do feel safe with those tea bits flowing down my throat.